Samsung Galaxy S7 versus iPhone 7 Plus. That's coming up right now. Let's go. What is up, guys? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Nick here helping to master your technology, and welcome to Galaxy S7 versus iPhone 7 Plus. Have you been waiting for this one? I've been waiting to do this one, and yeah, we're gonna face them off today. The market leaders from Samsung and Apple, but I don't have the S7 Edge here. This is a small S7 because I chose that one over the S7 Edge, but the iPhone 7 Plus is going in a case for this video for safety precautions. Jet black does scratch easily here, so that baby's going in a case. S7 can stay naked, that's fine with me. Let's give her a little wipe action right here. Give her a little bath here live on camera. And we're going to compare these babies right here to find out which is going to be the better device for you. If you were asking yourself that question, let's boot them up in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And that's not going to be fair because I was unprepared and I didn't turn the iPhone 7 Plus off. So I'm going to pause the camera and do that one more time. Give me a second. Alright guys, so I'm back and I'm pretty sure they're both off this time. So let's go ahead and boot them up at the same time in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And you can see Galaxy S7 logo is showing first, but which one is going to get to the home screen faster? Let's see right here. Now let's talk a little bit about them. So the Galaxy S7 has one major advantage over the iPhone 7 Plus right off the bat. Super AMOLED 2K display that's 577 pixels per inch across a smaller screen. This screen is night and day sharper than the iPhone 7 Plus. The iPhone 7 Plus has a speed advantage over the Galaxy S7 in my personal experience, but it's not enough for me to decide the iPhone 7 Plus over a Galaxy S7 or S7 Edge. It really isn't. The speed is negligible. It's not so much that it's the deciding factor between these two here. So I do have the same applications lined up on both, and we can go ahead and test those in a second, but let's just talk a little bit about the hardware. So with the Galaxy S7, you're going to get a more ergonomic design. You're going to get a more in the hand, feels more comfortable in the hand design than the iPhone 7 Plus. Now that could be a personal perspective, but I would say most people would agree the Galaxy S7 just feels better in the hand than an iPhone 7 Plus. It's just a really big phone. It has big bezels up here on the bottom and top, whereas the Galaxy S7 is just not the same. It's a lot more ergonomic. The screen almost comes edge to edge, and the back wraps here on the edges. It curves here right into your palm here. It's not sharp at all or anything like that. So very ergonomic, great stuff here from the Samsung. Now that camera is a 12 megapixel camera here with a heart rate monitor. You don't get a heart rate monitor here on the iPhone 7 Plus, whereas you do here on the S7. That's a feature you have to decide if you want. Are you a health fanatic? Do you like exercising a lot? The Galaxy S7 gives you a better feature in that heart rate monitor, and I think their Gear Fit products, which I will be doing a video unboxing on the Gear Fit on the channel soon, is an advantage over the Apple ecosystem in my personal experience and opinion. It doesn't mean that it's true for you. Now on the 7 Plus, you get the advantage of the dual camera, which is basically going to give you that telephoto lens there in 12 megapixels that allows you to get the portrait mode, the depth effect, and it just adds quite a bit over the Galaxy S7 single camera if you're a photographer. So if you're into photography, I would recommend the iPhone 7 Plus. But enough about the hardware. We do have a A10 Fusion chip over here. That's a quad-core CPU, and that is clocked in at 2.34 gigahertz. Over here on the Galaxy S7, we do have a Snapdragon 820, and I believe that's clocked in at 2.3 gigahertz as well. Let me see. Maybe I'm a little bit off there. 2.15 gigahertz quad-core. So both quad-core devices, very similar here. Let's go ahead and close everything out here. Android version 6.0.1 Marshmallow. I'm still waiting on an update for Nougat here on the S7. And we have Android, did I say Android? We have iOS version 10.2.1 here on the iPhone 7 Plus. Let's get into the speed test right now. Let's go. And you can see Galaxy S7 ahead. I think I have developer options on 0.5 animations here. So let me go to System, go to Developer Options. And let me go ahead and turn those babies off. Yep, 0.5. So you know, some iOS fanboys would be like, that's not fair, but I think that's the fastest way to use Android, which actually matches it closer to the iPhone, but we're going to make this fair. So let's close those out and do this again. So calendar. You can see Galaxy S7 still ahead there. Let's come home here and iPhone 7 Plus back first. Let's go to calculator and Galaxy S7 faster on the calculator. Let's come home here. Let's go into camera. And looks like the S7 faster again. So 3-0 here on the S7 in this test. Let's go into clock. S7 again ahead of the iPhone 7 Plus. Let's come home here. Let's go into YouTube. And Boom, about the same there on YouTube. Let's go into my videos. Let's wait for my videos. Let's go to my videos here. And about the same there on my video. So equal there. And it looks like the S7 is winning this test in terms of, you know, application speed opening right now. Let's go into a Pi Geek. And you could see the iPhone 7 Plus beats the S7 here. And let's go into App Store. Play Store, App Store beats it. So the iPhone 7 Plus is catching back up here. Let's go into Place Newsstand here. And you could see the iPhone 7 Plus would have loaded that faster. Let's go into Safari. Looks like 3.4 here. And Galaxy S7 was loading a website. Let's go ahead and load a website here on the Galaxy S7. Let's go over here and load this website up, yahoo.com here for Galaxy S7. And then I'll do it over here on the iPhone 7 Plus. Yahoo.com, let's hit go. You can see the iPhone 7 Plus a rocket. So it's a tie test so far. 4 apps to the Galaxy S7, 4 to the iPhone 7 Plus. Let's go to health apps on both. iPhone 7 Plus takes the lead, 5-4 for the iPhone 7 Plus. Let's go on a phone here. Let's go into the dialers. You can see iPhone 7 Plus look to be ahead there. Let me know if I'm wrong down below in the comment section. Amazon. iPhone 7 Plus ahead. So iPhone 7 Plus is pulling ahead on these third-party apps as expected. Let's go to eBay. iPhone 7 Plus again. Let's come home here. Let's go into Instagram. You go to follow me on Instagram, _Nick_Ackerman, postings related to the channel. Link is down below in the description area if you were wondering. I will get back to you guys quicker on Instagram than YouTube, so go ahead and follow me there. Zedge here for both. iPhone 7 Plus, rockets ahead. It just had a little annoying pop-up, but it was ahead. Let's go and do that again since there was a pop-up. Actually, let's close them out because that would be RAM management there. So let's go ahead and close those babies out. Let's go back into Zedge here on both. iPhone 7 Plus as expected ahead. So iPhone 7 Plus really starts to pull ahead in the third-party applications, and that's why a lot of people will say that the iOS experience on applications is just a better experience overall. Let's get into Temple Run here. And if you guys want to see a gaming test between the iPhone 7 Plus and the Galaxy S7, which you can see the 7 Plus was way ahead there, let me know, because these tests right here are just applications, just day-to-day real-world use, how the performance and speed would be. If you guys want to see gaming, that's a separate category in and of itself. So go ahead and comment that down below if you're interested in those kind of tests. Let's go to Subway Surfers here on both. And I expect the iPhone 7 to take the lead here. Even with that annoying pop-up, it beats the pants off the Galaxy S7 there. So iPhone 7 Plus is probably the best gaming phone on the market. This and the iPhone 7, the smaller iPhone 7, as well as the iPhone SE, pretty great gamers right there. Let's go into settings here on both. And you can see iPhone 7 Plus way ahead on the settings. I don't know what happened there, S7. Let's go to speed test on both. And you can see another annoying pop-up, but it still wins the test. So we're going to give it its test first. And we're waiting on the GS7. And here is the GS7 coming soon in a minute. And you should see iPhone 7 Plus pulling in about 89 megs down. And on the upload, what are we getting here for the iPhone 7 Plus? We are getting 12 point. And also, if you guys want to see a camera review between these guys, let me know. Like, I'm taking down notes of all your videos. I can't get to them right away, but I do take notes of your suggestions, and I will try to make most of them, as many as possible, happen for you guys. So let's go ahead and hit begin test here. And you could see Galaxy S7 pulling about 87 down, 88. Is it going to surpass the iPhone 7 Plus? It looks like it may. Nope. Hovering right around 0.57. Nope. 89.60. So almost identical. Same on the upload. Almost identical here for the Galaxy S7. What's it gonna do? You gotta hang in there, boy. Okay, there we go. Looks like the S7 beats it on the upload. So throughout this test, you can see that both are performing pretty well. But let's see what happens in the multitasking. Let's go into calendar. Galaxy S7 has to reload, so this is what I expected. Let's go into, that wasn't fair. Let's go into, what about Subway Surfers? Missed that tap. Let's do that again. iPhone 7 Plus, even though I just tapped the S7, was still faster. That's pretty strange. Let's go into Instagram on both. iPhone 7 Plus better there on the multitasking. It was quicker to open. Let's go into Amazon. Amazon had a slight twitch there on the Galaxy S7 in terms of the reload. Let's go into eBay here on both of these devices. See a slight reload there on the Galaxy S7. So this is where the iPhone 7 Plus shines over the Galaxy S7. I do prefer the card view on Android. I think it's easier to see what you're doing than this kind of like this up and down view. I do prefer this viewed here on the Galaxy S7, but the multitasking just works a little bit better here on the iPhone 7 Plus. But that's not to say that the iPhone or the Galaxy S7 is not a pretty good multitasker, because it does multitask pretty well. It's just not mind-blowing speed and multitasking on the Galaxy S7. But once you tweak those animations like I did earlier, the Galaxy S7 is a rocket phone. Now, I do want to mention out a few things before I wrap this review up of the speed test between the iPhone 7 Plus and the Galaxy S7. And that is that, you know, you're going to get a better camera, I think, for photography on the Galaxy or on the iPhone 7 Plus, whereas you're going to get a better saturated color. So if you like colorful pictures of flowers and you just like punchy colors, go with the Galaxy S7. If you read on your phone a lot, that's your primary thing, consuming media, go with the S7. The screen is night and day better than the iPhone 7 Plus. It doesn't look like that on camera, but this 2K text on here is so sharp in comparison to this 1080p text. I mean, when you go to a S7, you go to the 7 Plus, it feels like a downgrade in the screen department. And it's not all hype. It's not people just saying AMOLED is better. I've experienced both. It is better, hands down. I mean, there's no comparison. So yeah, with that being said, you also get an IP68 rating over here versus the IP67 on the iPhone 7 Plus here, which means that you can actually submerge the Galaxy S7 in water, whereas the iPhone 7 Plus is more water resistant. I wouldn't submerge it in water. It should be fine if you drop it in the toilet or something, but I wouldn't submerge the iPhone 7 Plus. And a couple other mentions, the battery life, definitely better on the iPhone 7 Plus, but it takes forever to charge. The S7 charges so fast that it's like you kind of get over the fact that it doesn't have great battery life. It has decent battery life, but not great battery life. I was able to get through a full day with the S7, whereas I was also able to get through a full day with the iPhone 7 Plus. So that didn't really matter to me too much. But I do notice that it takes a very long time to charge the iPhone 7 Plus. It actually reminds me of an iPad, when you're charging an iPad almost. It's pretty long time in comparison to this fast charging. But that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. In my personal take, if I was to pick one of these devices, honestly, if I only had one, I'd get the Galaxy S7 Edge if I only had one, because of the bigger screen. I picked the Galaxy S7 because I already have phablet devices, but if it was between the S7, I'd go with the S7 or S7 Edge over the iPhone 7 Plus, because I think it has more innovative technology, and if you're in the market to buy these phones, you probably can upgrade every year more than likely, so I would go with the S7. Better phone in my personal experience and opinion. However, I do think iOS I think the software is a bit smoother on the Apple device. So if you really like iOS, go with the Apple device. This is really, you know, these days Android and Apple are so good. They both have millions of apps. It's really a matter of personal opinion. And no matter if I say the Galaxy S7 is better or the iPhone 7 Plus is better, it really matters, what do you like more? That's really all it's about. We have an amazing amount of smartphones and technology today that we can really make the choice as to what we really like here. Both are pretty much on par, but my choice would be the Galaxy S7. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and click the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel for more technology videos like this. Which device would you pick? Comment that down below. I will catch you all in the next one. This was Nick here, helping to master your technology. Be sure to be well, and peace.